Alrighty. Looks like we are live. Let's go through the usual standard stuff here. Post in the Discord, yada, yada, yada. Okay, here we are. We are live. We are back. And we are ready to make some games. So I've added a little bit since the Switch, or since the last stream. So we do have it working where you can switch between weapons. There's some inconsistencies here with like how high up the thing is. That's just meshes. And we now have it where you hit these things and they explode. Right now it just takes 3 hits. But normally it'll take more like, 8, 7 or 8. And it's already pretty satisfying to chop down trees. I'm probably going a little bit overboard with the amount. Hey, Lunchbox, what's up? Or hello, Lunch, I should say. Probably going a little overboard with the amount of explosiveness on these trees. But I do kind of like it. I think one thing that I can do to fix it I'm going to do this check just in case for some reason wood might not be a rigid body. First things first, I think I'm going to do between like 3 and 5. Whoops. Between 3 and 5, so there's not a ton of them. Then we're going to do 1.5 there and see how this looks. Okay, they are still flying. That's okay, that's more where they spawn. Okay, let's try this. I should really not be closing out of it every time, or I should make sure that the axe is just in my inventory always. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice right there. Yeah, that's what we want. Perfect. Orb of Mortar. This is the new survival game? Yes, it is indeed. We're pulling in some elements from the other game, the one that was supposed to be a puzzle game. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to start on building already, or if I want to kind of build out some more tools. That's what I want to do. Cabin. We could add in a cabin. Well, actually, we could add in buildings, so then we can just build a cabin. I'm going to want to plan out how that's going to work. I think what you're going to do is when you have the hammer equipped, you can plan out little structures. And then maybe you punch them with the hammer and it finishes them. Something like that. Or maybe you just have the hammer out and it puts something down and go something like that. Based on wood count minimum, yep. And I wonder if maybe it is better to have it where it's like you put down a twig structure. Rust kind of has this, except for you go along and you upgrade it. But it could be like a twig structure, and then you go around and you hit it a couple times, and it finishes, and then you put up a wall. Boom, 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 finishes. Something like that. I could also change my animation for the hammer to just be more of a up and down swing. I think so. Yeah, I think we work on building, because building sounds fun. Now, as far as these building blocks go, thinking we have a scene that has a floor. Scene that just has a wall. Scene that has a ceiling. Scene that has a doorway. And then maybe either add a door that you put in there, kind of like in Rust, or just you add it and it has a door already. Like the grass. Yeah, the grass is actually instanced with the terrain plugin I have. So I have a little shader that makes it like look like it's blowing in the wind, but otherwise I'm painting this on with my plugin that I'm using for terrain, which I would eventually. I don't know if I'll have to figure out a different way of doing this. I don't think I will. I think I'll be able to scatter just fine. But like right now, I just draw it on. And I can just kind of place it. Yeah. I just took a simple, whatever you call it, quad mesh. And then the color and the movement comes from the shader. I also have this thing here, which is just a cube that I put the grass shader on. And so you can see how it moves in a similar fashion, although it has different parameters on it. I'm going to need to figure out what to do with this. Like, the axe is just sitting in front of you, and then it swings. Which I don't actually want that. I probably am going to end up actually wanting a hitbox that like shoots out from you. And then this is just like a visual thing on screen, something like that. Right now there's an actual hitbox attached to the head of the axe. And the axe is in physical space, which actually isn't too bad. It's just that I would then need to change it so it renders differently. Might also need to do some checks because there could be a situation where there's like a boulder in front of you and you're swinging and it's still hitting the tree behind you, behind the boulder. I do like this, except for the fact that the drop thing comes up. The fact that you can drag one at a time or you can drag half. Just notice that you can't swap a smaller thing into a oh, we have an ad starting. Just a heads up. You can't swap a smaller stack into a larger stack because it's trying to add. And then I guess this you can because it can add. Interesting. Like the axe, make a break if you hit the boulder, though, then you have to make your axe again. It could be something like that. I'm going to have to add some sort of durability like that. But first, now we think about our building. So what I'm thinking is when you pull out the hammer, a preview of a floor appears as the standard. Then a little option bar or something pops up, and you can scroll through it. And that will take you to this one or this one or this one. Something like that. Which means we need 2 scenes or 1 scene. We can also even reuse our hitbox for this. It'll be like the reverse of damaging it as you build it. Should I build it in Blender? Trying to think of how big these floors should be in comparison to the player. The player is too tall, 2 things tall. And you should be able to fit pretty squarely inside of it. Which means he would sit there and maybe the roof, or maybe we just do 4 tall. Is 4 wide enough for a floor? New folder called building. What would you call it? Building parts. Save that, and then let's go back to Godot and just create a new scene. Oh, these are items. World scenes. We'll say wood floor. Change type to a node 3D. Then we can add a CSG box. Say use collision. And we're going to say it is 0.25. Whoops. 0.25 tall. 4 and 4. Let's do 0.25 and then just make it 0.5, I guess. Okay. So there's our basic floor. Let's create a new one called wall. Wood wall. We're going to do point. Wait, no. Yeah, maybe we do 0.25 for that. 4 and 4. No, let's do 0.25 on the z-axis. I think that will be better for us. Okay. And then transform, we do 2 right there. And use collision. Okay. So if I go to my main scene, hey, Snowminx, what's up? Got some hydration, some back checks. Oh, one thing I should do. Standard material. And then I should save this. Save as. New folder, materials. Wood, brown. Okay, and wood wall, we can do the same material. And a save and commit code as well. Adding building parts. We've got some good additions, Snowminx, so far. But let me pull this stuff in first. So let's say wood floor. We need to see if this scales well. Okay, this doesn't need to be perfect. Just need to figure out if it feels like it's big enough. Okay, you get into here. Oh, yeah. Little 1x1. That's big enough for you to put something down, and then you can build larger pieces, obviously. RCB, what's up? Okay. It took me months of coding to make a terrible build system. Do you want to see it take me 1 hour to make an even worse build system? I can speed run terrible build systems, believe me. I've almost done it once. Okay. What are we working on today? We're making builds. Okay. Now, how I know this is going to work is like this. Node 3D. Okay, let's play around with this by going like this. 1, 2. That puts that there. And then it's like halfway over. Oh, you know what we need to do is this. We need to set this CSG box to be down. Negative 0.25. Which then means that this can't be out further. So then maybe wood wall. Here, let's go ahead and delete this. Wait, what happens when we pull this into here? It comes in looking like that. Oh no, okay, it does come in on the front facing. Okay. So, does that mean that I want to put it right on the edge there when you build it, or does it need to be on the outer edge? And if so, does it need to go down further? Because I don't want it sticking out like that. I want you to have the full space without the blocks being larger than 4x4. Let's handle the snapping. Yeah. I use multi-mesh instance 3D for the models to save on draw calls. So I had to calculate the offset. Oof. Yeah, I've never used a multi-mesh. And don't plan on it. Because it's something new. Now, I think what we end up doing here is we make this actually slightly taller. 4.5. Then in our position, we're doing 2, so we can do 2.25. Nope, we need to do 1.75. Okay. Now, if it pops up there, then what we really want is for this to always be back by 0.25 as well. Nope. Negative 0.25. And then let's see what happens when I just throw it in here. Okay. We need to make it 0.5 thick as well. So it will be the same thickness. Boom, it lines up. Perfect. So now, when you snap it to whatever... Oh, snapping is going to be rough. Okay, our node 3D got thrown around, so we're just going to do a new one. Front connection. This is how I'm thinking of doing it. You have these connection points. Now, if I add one of these there, then it's in the wrong spot. But what I could do is maybe... Wait, but you want to be able to put walls in between floors. Which means I do need to have these. Oh, I did the size. Do need to have these centered. That'll actually just make things easier. So it won't always be actually 4x4 inside when you have the walls. That is totally fine. In fact, then I can make these thinner as well. So now, well, nope, don't do that. Now when I throw one there and I throw one in the back, boom. Then the problem will be doing right and left and making sure they are rotated. But I can do that pretty easy. I can just call a rotation on them. Okay, that'll work. Hey, 19-bit, what's up? How you doing, man? How was your stream? Do I put this Making rogue. You're making a roguelite in Godot? Use tile map and add a door to a room. At some point, I do actually want to do that. Do I put scripts inside of the scenes where they are? Yeah, I can put it in this. I can do a floor. Rogue clone. Oh, okay. Nice. Why does it do that, where it just leaves off the first one? Collision shape. Okay. Okay, now on the player. Mainly a learning exercise, but I'd also like to build in procedurally generated music that mirrors the complexity of the dungeon map layer. That sounds kind of dope, though. It's a really cool idea. Okay, so we have like this system where we just play an animation and then the animations on each tool are handling everything, so... Where is a tool? Current tool. Player is that. So in our thing here, we could do... Oh, not in the axe. We want this in the hammer. Maybe something like this. I'm going to get this very bare bones working. Let's get to our wood floor here. Should I make a module? Yeah, I probably should. Do I need to do a... No, we can just do a... Is it just on area? Or area entered, right? And how am I doing it with the item scene? Item scene. Okay, that's body entered. Okay, so it wasn't that. It was on the player. Item detect. Item detect body entered. That's just checking for the body of an item scene. So I could just do an area entered here. Item detect area entered. Not axe. What are we calling these again? So wood floor, we have connection hitbox, class name connection hitbox. So in this item detect, we can do this. Connection hitbox. Current, or if current focused connection okay, this is exit. This is not what we're actually trying to do. You'd die. I think you'd die if you saw my code for it. Believe me, I've seen some terrible code in my time, and I haven't really looked at many other people's code, so it's all coming from me. We're gonna do var current focused connection. oops, is a connection hitbox. We are copying all of this. I'll try to make a gist to show you sometime. Okay. I love this comment. To do, fix this later in case of overlapping items. Might actually work fine already. Also, I've never once searched for to-dos like they're meant to be. Area is connection hitbox. Next focus connection. Oh, I'm using current focused items. Next focused items, but not connections. We're going to do this. Area exited. Index. Connections. Area. Connections. In an IDE, you can have a plugin to browse all the to-dos. Okay, yeah. Now, here's what I forgot. I guess I can just do this. Now, what does my item detect do? 8 and 8. As you can tell, I'm not trying to make my inventory plugin more usable, except for people who are making exactly the same project that I am. So that plugin is kind of on the back burner right now. It has taught me a lot trying to make it usable for other people, but it is currently just a black box that is mostly broken if you tried to use it now. Okay. Let's see what happens. Visible collision shapes. Let's go back to our wood floor. And our player. No, wait. Our item detect. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Class name connection hitbox. Maybe we reload. Ah, the memory. There we go. Now it shows up as green. Still no printing. On item detect. Area entered. Oh. I should probably do this. That's on init, so I have to restart it. Hey, look at that. Okay. Let's go ahead and take out these walls. Okay, now we need to do something for placing them. Which means I think what we got to do is our hammer. Right now what we're going to do is global.playervar. Let's see here. Wait. So you walk up, it becomes current. Yeah. We're going to add as a child of the connection. Or should we? I think I can just do this. And actually, what we want is that. Because then we can get the parent and add it as a child of that connection. And then we can also check the name to see if we need to rotate it or not. I think. For now, we can load in our, let's see. Wood wall and wood floor. Thoughty, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you again. Okay, we could do a var wall or component. No, we already have the component. We will do no component yet. Or we could just pass in the connection. Hey!
Bro, meow.
Good to see you too. Thank you. Yeah. Pleaskin, hey, good luck with your game. Thank you. I'll show you what I'm working on. So currently we got, all we have currently is you can chop some trees, get some wood. But the next step is working on building. This is a floor that's partially hidden. I need to bring that up, but where you can build a base, basically. So that's what we're working on next. You're going to build using the hammer. Which right now does nothing. I need to add some swing sounds in too. But I do really like the way the trees just explode. YouTube recommends it when you stream. I came from there again. Nice. That's good. Yeah, and like I said, there's also, if you have Discord or feel interested, there is the Discord there where you can get notifications when I go live. If you feel like it, obviously. I'm part of too many Discords, so I always understand when people politely decline. Did you originally find me on YouTube, Snowmeeks? Because Thoughty did a couple days ago, right? Let's see here. Okay, so we can just pass in the connection. Then we can say something like, if connection dot name equals, what do we have here? Front connection, front connection, or connection dot name is equal to back connection. And then we can do connection. I'm just going to make it really explicit here. Name equals left connection. Forgetful programmer, how are you? Well, I guess you already answered that by saying, I don't know, I just got here. Good to see you again, man. That looks cool. I tried to develop something with Unity C#, but you know it's complicated for me. Unity I've never gotten hardly anywhere with. I tried a long time ago, before I really even tried Godot. Here, I'll get my music rolling again. And I just remember it being so bulky. It's interesting. Yeah, it is, yeah. Time for me to take off. Have a good stream. Thanks, 19-bit. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the raid. Hope you have a good one, man. Yeah, and join the Discord if you haven't. We got you know, now that I'm back to streaming full time, as in as often as I can. I want to get the Discord active again, because when I was gone, it's like it's harder to keep it going. But now that I am back from my trip, I can, you know, try to make sure I'm posting more in there, giving updates, stuff like that. Unity is a bit of a mess. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. It's just so big. Same with, like, Unreal. And I just don't want to have to learn C#. Okay. We're going to do just connection. Or we're going to do wood or var wall equals wood wall dot instantiate wall dot position or global position equals connection dot global position. Oh, this connection is going to be a node 3D. Global dot main or wait, what is do I not have a regular global? Oh, interesting. I have global and then DS global. Looks like I've been doing DS global for my instantiating. Yeah, you can tell that I'm going to have to really rework my inventory system if anyone else is going to use it. Dot add child wall. Okay, so that's add building component. Now, in our player, use tool. We could say in our hammer, we can just go to our animation player, go to our left click, and do a call method. Oh. No, we can't just do that because we need to add. Okay, that's fine. We can just call it directly from our player script. Use tool. I can just do if current tool dot tool dot or is axe current tool dot tool dot add building component current shoot. Oh wait, then we do item. Do we not have our item detect in here? Looks like it. In our current focus connection, are we just setting it to that area? So what we really need to do is get our connection, area.connection. So on our item detect, we go to these, dot connection. I'm going to print that there so we can see it. And this is not going to be a connection hitbox. This is going to be just a node 3D. Think this works. Let's see. C# is wonderful though. Yeah, maybe. I've never really done anything in it. Oh, broke. Ah. We don't want it to be axe. We want it to be hammer. I always think axe first, which Godot on iPad supported. Okay. What do you like about C#? Because to me, it's just, yeah, maybe it's not too bad. I'm just a big fan of Python. Oh, just broke. Ah, I see. We need to actually check if current or if item detect. This is how I develop, is I make this, I make mistakes like this, and just wherever it breaks, then I know that, oh, that's where I need to fix it. And then if I don't run into any bugs because it's a rare case, then that just never gets fixed because I don't plan ahead. Okay. And this is obviously very simple. First, we're going to actually have to run some checks to see if you actually have wood. We're going to have to make sure that you actually want to build a wall there. We're going to need to show a preview of it. More explicit, prefer defining types, yeah. Don't like tab sensitive. I love tab sensitive. That's like my favorite. Okay, nothing breaking. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, broke. This is on the print, so current focus connection. Okay. Oh. Oh, because that is... I think still... Oh, no. Oh, it's because we don't have anything on the other ones. That's right. We don't have that call yet. Current focus connection dot connection. Oh, duh, because this is... We don't need the connection there. We can just print the current focus connection. Okay, so now we can go back to our hammer. And actually, we can just do this. What just happened? Oh, I hit numlock. And did I hit insert? Yeah, I did. Can I just do that? When you make a bigger game and you have more and more assets, preloading is not the best solution. Yeah, probably. When the player opens the game, an empty window will stand there for a long time. It's been frozen. Yeah. Preload what is needed for the menu. I load the rest into a dictionary and parallel thread when someone starts the level. Instantiate it from there. Only wrote this because I saw the preload. Yeah, and I'm using... Oh, we have an ad starting. I'm going to snooze it real quick for 5 minutes, but it will come back. I probably should just use load where possible, right? Can I still use it in the exact same way, like just change to load here? Because I was having an issue where I was trying to instantiate things, and it wasn't working. It isn't a constant. Have to do var. Load interrupts the game, I see. Front connection, left connection. Instantiate in base nil. That's probably because I left the game running when I changed that. Let's see here. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. It's not really working. Oh, and actually here we're supposed to do connection. Okay, that ad is starting in 3 minutes, just heads up. Not the best solution either. Best if you manually preload. Okay, that'll be something I'll have to think about at some point. With this, I am still just making a demo, so I'm not too worried about performance yet. I don't necessarily want to build like a full system yet to do it, but I will have to look into that eventually here. So stick around and remind me when I inevitably forget. Do stuff so simply and fast, I'm jealous. That's because I am fine with doing it poorly. I always overthink and over-engineer. Yeah, I underthink and under-engineer. Resource loader class. Doesn't matter in a small game. Yeah. And this, I know this project will be pretty tiny because even if it went somewhere, I would end up rebuilding it pretty heavily. And I'm willing to do that if it does actually go somewhere, of course. Which at some point I will have to build an actually big project. But we'll see. Yeah. Okay, rotate Y. Do I need to do wall? Something like that, maybe? Okay, why is it not? What's breaking? Am I rotating it way too far out? Let me go into my main here. Oh, actually, we're doing connection.addChildWall. Let's go back to DS Global. Nope. That doesn't work either. I need to do dsglobal.main. I'm just wondering if I need to reset the... Nope, that's also not working. So something is rotating. Oh. Because this does have a child. Is it 1? I'm returning out of it. Okay. That still does that. And if I go over here, still does it like that. It's, maybe I'm just, my degrees is off. Because I don't really understand rotation. So by angle in radians. I see. This is the stuff I need to get better at. I think this will work. Nice. Okay. I'm going to make it just big like this now. Now, in reality, you're not going to have this just them already placed. You're going to have another connection place to put them. So they won't double place. Then you could go around. Oh, I need to have this out. Place a wall there. Place a wall there. Place a wall there. Then you do have these corners, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. Looks like it's still kind of punching it out as well. That's kind of fine. Not gonna lie, it's already pretty nice. Okay, I like this system. See, what did I tell you, Snowmix? I can have a poorly designed but working system fast. Is it scalable? No. But it is simple. Like this just makes sense to me. So then we can do another scene. We can do it works, yeah. We can do duplicate this and call it a wood ceiling. What did I do for this? 0.5 or something? Yeah. Okay. Now, wood wall needs to have a connection. Or we need a collision shape. Collision shape will be box 9, 1.9, 1.9. Now on the hammer, we say if connection. Okay. On our floor, how are we doing this? Okay. We could do something like no, we could just say I mean, I could do it. This is kind of redundant. Doesn't really make sense to do this, but I'm doing it. Where even was that? Oh, that's in wood. No, that was in, okay, in here. Okay. Okay, so on our hammer, we can do so on wood wall, parent component. Whoop. Okay, let's see if this works. In base node 3D. Ah. Because we're just passing in the connection. Which means our wood walls let's just do this. Once again, this is unnecessary, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, we're going to get ourselves a nice little error because we need to wait for this class name to actually register. Oh. No memory error. Pretty crazy. Okay. What just happened there? Some interesting stuff. Get children dot size is greater than 1. Connection dot add child wall. Let's go into main. Delete these. See what happens. Okay. So it is currently placing them, I think, at the world origin. But also like spaced out. Wall.global position equals connection.global position. Oh, global position. This needs to become position. And this might just be... In fact, we don't really need to do anything here, right? If we're adding it as a child of the connection, I don't think we need anything there. Yeah. Okay. Now. Get children size. On wood wall, we just have connection top. That should just have one child. If it is wall, then we return. Should be printing wall. What happens if I just do that? Okay. Oh, it's not connecting. Ah, I think I know why. Let's do a item detect. Okay, I think he just set this manually. Wood ceiling, these should be on 8. Oh, it should be a connection hitbox. I'm going to just do this. I gotta do this for all of these. Should have done this to start with. That was already there, but I didn't realize it until I had already done it. Okay. Now, in here, okay. That's not what I want. What is the way to set my collision mask and layer to layer 8 through code in the init function? Okay, I could do it in the ready function. Does this actually work? Is this a real thing? Okay. Hey, Ravier. How are you, brother? How was your stream, man? Thank you for the raid. We are continuing on prototyping out each little piece of this game. Yeah, welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing fine. Okay, so we have our... Okay, nice. We can add walls. Now, will it print out wall? Oh, okay, right now it's just building a wall on top, which is what we want if wall is selected. Okay, so currently we can just build a skyscraper here. Perfect. That was the stream, man. Okay. We can build skyscrapers. It's not printing wall. Is that because we deleted that line? Connection.parent get parent component. Oh, node. Wait. Should now be a connection. Oh, this we needed to do. These are all connection. Okay. Should probably have changed these to a... I mean, they are type connection, but... What if I just do dot? Good, working on some automation stuff. Nice. I still am just blown away by how crazy your game is. Okay, now let's see here. Still not printing wall. If it is wall, wood wall is wall. Is it just this? Is that why? Did it just give me the wrong node path? I think that's how you can go back, right? No. Okay, that's still not printing. Let me just do get parent. Try this again. Oh, Sedalix. How's it going? Sorry, I missed that the first time. Okay, broken. Oh. There we go. Now it is wall. Perfect. So now we can say now, obviously, we're going to have it where you can choose what you're trying to build. So eventually we will pass in the component as well. Equals. Oh, we need to. A wood ceiling. If you're focused up, dude, no worries at all. Hope the dev's treating you well. It's going pretty good right now. I don't have like a ton more time, of course, but I am feeling good. We're prototyping fast. We're not necessarily building smartly here. We don't have the insane component structure that Ravier has in his game, but we are mimicking as much as possible. Basically, I'm just trying to get a building system going. Rav is a wizard. Yeah, dude. I can't even imagine making the stuff he makes. It's crazy. Okay. This is where things get interesting. Because now we need to see what side you're on from the wall. Construction systems seem very fun. One of the first things I tried to make in game dev was a building system, and I did not do good. Yeah, it's tough. Now I'm running into things like, okay. I mean, even just this, like I have these connections, which work actually pretty well. Like, you just have these little connection points. You detect which one is the one that's most in focus. And then just put a thing there, and I'm just either rotating the wall if it's on a left connection or a right connection, or just adding it to this specific location if it's a front or a back. But now with the wall, we just have one connection point. And if you're standing on this side, we want the ceiling to pop out here. And if you're standing on this side, it needs to pop out over here. And then eventually we're going to have some sort of UI where you select whether or not you're doing another wall or a ceiling. So something along that line. Okay. I could just add... I could go really kind of hacky with it. Add another connection. Or I could start by just doing node. This one could be, so if I go into 3D view, front placement. For now, this can work, where I just have two nodes and I just check how far the player is from it. What's the latest thing you're trying to solve with the time available? Just whether or not to put the ceiling on the front or the back side of the wall. Which I think this will work for now. Just want to get something working. Which means we need to go to wood wall. We need to have that. Then here, we could do something like var p1 equals connection dot get parent component dot front, what is it? Front placement. P2. This is how I'm going to do it for now. Gotta love a good distance check from an empty. I'll do anything I can avoid or do to avoid doing actual geometry or vector math. Yeah, exactly. This is just going to work here. Okay. Let's do a we can just do ceiling or P1 dot add child ceiling. P2 dot add child ceiling. And right now we're just adding a ceiling. There's no adding a wall yet to a wall. Now it will just be adding a ceiling. Okay. Let's see if this just works. I'm assuming I've broken something in my logic. Okay. Okay. Oh. I was able to build a wall on top of that. Ah, we have overlapping connections now. See, there it detected the other one first, so then it allowed. Okay, so that will be something that we have to figure out because we have two connections here. So we'll need to figure out overlapping connections. One thing I could do. Is say something like the connection is deactivated, basically. Could also have enable connection, because we might want to do, or we will want to do that later when you can remove walls. Mostly working is better than not at all, for sure. Yes. Overlapping be easier than the angle calculation. Yeah, I can do that. This, I'll just disable that connection. In fact, I might be able to just do var enabled equals true, and literally just do on my hammer. Oh. We could do that. We can also go into our player, and when we're checking to see, where is it? No, it's in our item detect. So area detected. Wait, what is it again? So our... Okay, it has a connection. Okay. Now, when you build on that, when you exit it, it can always remove that. Or when you exit that area, it can always remove it. In our hammer, we can do something like so if it already has a bunch or children in it, then return, but we could just do, we might not have to do that. Set it to false there when you build on it, or I guess we could just disable. This is what we're supposed to do. I think that's a perfect solution, actually. Basically, no reason to reuse the connection. Yeah. You'll be able to just re-enable it if the child tile gets removed. Yeah, because that's the thing. It'll already have something there, and if there's an overlapping one, then that should be, one is either going to belong to a wall or a floor. So it won't matter. Like, they're never going to be the same connection type anyway, where you might want to put. The only thing is then there could be a floor. I'm seeing something. Make sure when a wall is built on a wall and has an overlap where a floor is, that you still can't build another wall on that floor. Because I can imagine basically you build a wall, then you build a ceiling, and then you build another wall, and this connection from the wall to the wall is disabled, But this one is still enabled, which is fine if you want to build another ceiling over here or something. But then it would allow you to build another wall there. So we'll find some way of tying that together. The edge cases, yeah. Which I think... I'm going to save that there too. Tree shake is done. Hurt boxes and hit boxes mostly done. Tree cutting is basically done. Okay. So we disable the connection when it's been built. Okay. Hey, thank you for the
meow,
bits.
meow, meow.
Now it should just build a wall there. Okay, yep. Oh, and another situation like this. I can build 4 ceilings there. They all also aren't lined. Oh, no, I was building walls there. I built 2 ceilings. Now I can build another ceiling. Yeah, so there's going to be places where you have a bunch of these stacked all on each other. So I'm wondering if maybe... I'll have to figure this out where you can't just keep building floors on top of each other because there's 4 walls around it. Because right now, if I build a wall there, I can build a ceiling, then I can build another ceiling on top of each other. Floors can be built in same location. Attaching to different walls. Okay, so we'll just need to figure something out there. Disable connections on the floor as you build it. Like the connection on the floor that points to the wall it's built on, if there is one. Oh, are you saying like, okay. So this connection has a wall, and this one has a wall too. And because there's a link that this is the child of this floor and this is the child of this floor, that when I build one here, I can say, hey, no children of this floor can build. Shoot. No, because I'd have to specify on what node they can build on. But I could say, hey, no more ceilings for these walls. I would just have to figure out a way of still allowing a ceiling over there. Or over there. But that's something we can think about. Need to do my hydrations and all that. So I'm doing that, Raid. I am disabling that connection. So I pass in a connection here on whatever you're building on, and then I disable it when you build a wall and when you build a floor. Because right now the ceiling counts as a floor as well, I think. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, it's still a floor. Okay. Yeah, otherwise we wouldn't be able to build. So I am disabling that. The problem is if there's another wall, I would have to disable those connections too, but I actually don't want to disable them. The other thing I could do, this would change how I detect which one I'm looking at, but I could just add 2 connections to the wood wall. I could have one that just is in front a little bit and then one that is behind. No, I think that still ends up being an issue. Well, I mean, I think I might have to do that anyway. Have 2 connection points, basically. One that's like right there and then another one that's like right there. Because then I could just disable one of those and then you could still build on the other side. I still need to detect when there's other walls around it that shouldn't be able to build the ceiling because there's already a ceiling there. I think what I may end up doing is just have like a... just detect, hey, is there already something here? Which I'm sure there's a decent way of doing that. But it does look like I have to bounce. Tomorrow, I'm hoping that I can get the floor building and maybe previews done. We'll try that. To do previews. So like see a glowing preview of where you're going to place. And then what else was I saying? Oh, place floor, foundations, I should say, like they are in Rust. Previews, foundations, doorways. We can do that. Yeah. We can work on that. But yeah, unfortunately, I do have to go. Oh, thank you for the follow, Raid. I appreciate it. And Sedalix, thank you for the follow. I'm not sure if I saw that. But yeah, I do have to bounce out, unfortunately. So what I will do is I will find someone to raid. And thank you once again, Rabier, for the raid. I appreciate it, man. Let's see who is online. All good here, half AFK, winding down. Nice, yeah. That's always how I end up doing it after a raid. Just chill for a bit and then disappear, you know. Who is online? Is New Jank streaming or is he not? Looks like he is not. But I can send you over to Jitspo. Jitspo is always a solid raid. I'll get that set up. Let me pull up his stream. Oh yeah, he's working on Kook, which is great. Yeah, Snowminx, I do have to go, unfortunately. This week I might have to end stream kind of around this time. Yeah, it's already over. But this weekend I want to go ham with it. Thanks for streaming. Appreciate you being here as always, Snowminx. Same with the new follows. Appreciate you. 19-bit, thank you for the raid. Ravier, thank you for the raid. Also, Settlix and Raid L. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate it. We'll watch this weekend. Yeah, I want to get some good long ones in. And I think on Saturday I might be able to start earlier, too. But yeah, thank you guys. Thoughty as well. Who else was in here? Pliskin, 19-bit. Oh, Mars, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate that. Forgetful Programmer, thank you for being here. I think I already said Pliskin, but if I did not. RCB, Orb Immortar, as always. Have a good one, dude. You too. Yeah. Have a good night, you too. I'll send you over now. Have a good one. Peace.
That might help. But again, it's one of those things where...
And for those of you in the YouTube chat, have a great day. I'll see you.